Do you want to get married here?
It's my dream wedding spot.
Okay.
Good morning, Sydney.
Guten Morgen.
I was waiting for this moment because there are so many loud things.
There's a lot of people and there's construction.
And there's helicopters circling over this area. Some like criminals wanted by the police.
Pretty sure it's just helicopter tours.
Saw the opera house from the outside, but I was a bit overwhelmed with all the noise. We're heading towards a viewing platform, or like a place where you can see it from a distance, maybe take some pictures. Alright, what's the Sydney Opera House fact?
The design of the Sydney Opera House is based off of orange peels. Orange peels. Do you see it?
Who said that?
The designer. The architect. I thought it was like a box of tissues or something, but no, it's
box
like
of tissue. That's a design inspiration.
that's what I think when I see it. I mean, maybe they should have made it orange rather than white.
There was a wedding here. Would you get married with the orange peels in the background?
Maybe not with so many people in public walking by.
You'd have to rent this whole botanical garden.
Yeah, that's not happening.
Why not?
Do you want to get married here?
It's my dream wedding spot.
Okay.
This is a good view if there wasn't this like
Boat.
this ugly boat in front of it.
That's like shooting water out into the ocean.
Are we sure it's water, or could it be something else?
Who knows? So an old couple, more specifically the lady, was having troubles with her phone. She just bought a new iPhone and she was a Samsung, and she's like, this is so stupid, I'm so mad, I can't believe I switched to this crap.
And she was like, these young people have to fix my phone.
These young tourists, they're not business people, they don't have a meeting to go to.
Well, they asked us, like, are you business people or not? They asked you where your parents are from.
Yeah, they asked where you were from as well.
No, but it is not appropriate to be asking where are your parents from and not you. Those were the specific words that she used. And then after that she said that you were something Aussie.
Yeah, but which you aren't.
Which I am not.
I'm the Aussie here. She only wanted to know where my parents were from. Royal Botanical Gardens of Sydney.
Now looking at this, I'm like, that's nice. So one of the bigger differences is that vegetation is a bit different because we're a lot further north here.
It's more humid up here.
And then in Melbourne there was a lot of succulents.
Because it's way drier down
Yeah. But there's some really cool trees here too.
It's a tulip tree.
That's where tulips come from, in case you're wondering.
Really?
Yeah, you just pick them off the tree, but it's not the season, you know? And then when it's not the season, they turn into this.
This is real scientific knowledge.
Admittedly, that's something that the Melbourne Botanical Gardens don't have.
They don't have a whale.
It took me some time to see it.
I kept saying whale, and you're like, whale. I was like, yes, whale. And I'm like, no, look, whale. And you're like, oh, hail.
Were you too blinded by all the designer brands?
Maybe.
So this is like a part of the city that's with all these old buildings. By old, I mean not that old.
They're not tall apartment buildings or office buildings. They're not skyscrapers.
The site of Sydney, 1788. Yay! Colonialism. We're walking over Sydney Harbour Bridge.
Construction happening everywhere.
That's so New York of them. The car is a bit distracting, but it has been one of my dreams since I was very little to come to Sydney and look at the Opera House and also walk across this bridge. The Australian dream.
What's up?
Yo, what's up? We're in front of
Some sort of plant.
yeah, I mean
Spice.
there's mint tea, there's like the mint that you eat
Yeah.
when you feel like your breath is kind of like smelly and gross. And there's also the Mint, as in
A building.
rum hospital.
It's a rum hospital. It's a hospital for rum overdosing.
Yeah, that's the Mint. It's already closed. I thought it was a museum, and when I googled it, it
It is
came
a
up.
museum.
No, but it came up as enjoy French cuisine.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So maybe it's a restaurant. But it's one of, I think it's the oldest building in this town, in this city. And that is, I think, St. Mary's Cathedral or something. And this used to be a prison.
Oh, looks too nice to be a prison.
And also this is where Hyde Park begins. Sydney also has Hyde Park because a lot of places in England and in Australia and in Canada have similar or the exact same names because like they weren't very
Creative with the naming. They just named it after.
They just kind of.
They just named it after a place in the UK,
Yeah.
like New South Wales, New Southern Wales, or Queensland, named after the Queen.
Victoria, which is the
The state in Australia.
capital of BC, Canada. And then there's also Sydney in BC, Canada.
Oh, that's true.
So yeah, this is Hyde Park. Looks kind of very different to the one in the UK. That's the end of Hyde Park. We'll go to our fancy Italian restaurant now.
Is it fancy or is it just like?
We booked first, so I feel like it's fancy, and it's gotta be fancy. We had to book a table. I mean, who knows? Maybe it's gonna be empty and we're the only ones there.
Possibly. Yeah.
But it's a fully vegan Italian place. Yeah,
Should be good because
should be good. Should be
don't
good.
get a lot. There's bullets over there.
Whoa, huge bullet.
It's massive.
It's absolutely huge. That's my Riley impression.
Massive.
Huge.
Or massive. They
Oh,
said
yeah.
massive more than huge.
Yeah, but the way that he said huge was huge.
It feels like also a mixture of Donald Trump in there too.
Because I do this. Huge. It's gonna be huge. Oh yeah, that's Donald Trump. That's not Riley.
That's Donald Trump.
I was gonna say like generic American, but that's not true. Because Riley's Australian. Alright, generic English speaking person.
And
Weird.
might have a weird fake tan.
That's what they have in common, is that they're both very tan. But one is just like a sailor, you know,
And
so
the other one is fake.
the other one is orange.
Don't drop anything.
Don't drop the camera, don't drop the phone.
Guten Morgen, vlog.
Trying to go to the city by ferry.
By ferry today.
Yesterday, when we checked on Google Maps, all of them were cancelled.
Well, it
And
said they were all cancelled, but I don't think they were.
they probably weren't.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on. Google Maps doesn't know. Our host said, yeah, it says that, but maybe it still works. Our couchsurfing host, which, by the way, super nice people, helped us fix the fridge, or like
They gave us things
to fix the fridge.
He's an electrical engineer, so he knows
Right.
things.
Very, very smart and very generous people. We stayed with them for 2 nights and they helped us out quite a bit. So now we're going to the city for breakfast
To market and to do laundry.
and maybe work a little bit.
Departs in one minute.
This is like a high-speed boat.
It's very smooth. It's like we're not rocking.
This feels like a train or something.
Yeah, this is faster than I was expecting it to be.
It is so fast and it's so smooth. I'm so impressed with the Australian boats.
Bye.
Breakfast was delicious.
Bagels.
And now we're going to the market.
Go to the market.
It's one of the
today.
things that we like do at least once a week. We don't really have any hobbies, but like that's the one thing that we do regularly.
We like to go to markets.
Also, there's this massive cruise ship in the harbor. So you would usually be able to see the water behind us.
It's majestic.
It's majestic. It's called Majestic Princess or Prince.
Princess. Here's the market.
I have to say my shirt buying process is going great so far. My shirts are all ripped, and I think I said this when we were in Phillip Island, but I'm trying to replace them slowly. At least when we leave Australia, I want to leave some shirts behind.
Yeah.
I've been wearing them almost every day for the past 1.5 years. Anyway, I'm slowly replacing all the stuff, so I'm doing good so far. I have 3 new shirts.